For Rivals.com, I'm John Garcia Jr. with fellow national recruiting analyst Adam Friedman out here in Orlando, chilly Orlando, for day one of the Under Armour All-America game practices. Install day, so not a ton of competition, but obviously you get a fresh look at truly the best in the country.
Yeah, we saw a lot of guys come through check-in looking really, really good, but when they got out here on the field in full pads, I mean, it was a sight to see. These defensive linemen look amazing. In pads, these guys look like they can play, from day one. We're talking about Dylan Stewart. We're talking about Williams and Wannery. We're talking about Jordan Ross. Yeah, like those guys just looked the part immediately. Some of those offensive linemen, Jordan Seaton, Michael, you and I think I'm saying that right.
Yep, Shaq McRoy.
Massive. Those guys are huge. I really liked seeing how ready for the field some of these guys are.
Yeah, I mean, Dylan Stewart, we listed him a little lighter than I think he is, and he looks like he's out here on business. I mean, there's no wasted movement with even walk-through reps with Dylan. I think he's going to have a huge week, and if there was an MVP for day one, both on the hoof and on the field, it was probably Dylan Stewart. We saw him have a sack, a mock sack, and certainly a tackle for loss in a very short team session. So to flash 3 times in 5 minutes in an All-American setting, I think is a big deal.
Yeah, definitely. I did want to mention also Brian Robinson showed up today. He wasn't at check-in yesterday, but he showed up looking like he was chiseled out of rock. I mean, this guy looks like he could play from day one as well. We're really interested in seeing him. He didn't play a whole lot his senior year in the playoffs, I guess, but he looks fantastic as well. The receivers, we already knew this was a great receiver class nationally, but there are a few of them who look like generational talents. I mean, and that's not really an exaggeration. Cam Coleman looks fantastic. Ryan Williams looked fantastic also. I mean,
Perry Thompson. Auburn fans should be very excited about the immediate future of these guys.
Yeah, that offense is going to be more explosive as soon as those guys get on the field there. I mean, I was watching Terry Bussey take a lot of receiver reps over there, and it was hard to tell if he was going full speed or not. They weren't, going up against defenders there, but he looked really good as well. I'm excited to see what he looks like in a one-on-one setting as well.
Yeah, hopefully we get that going, deeper into the weekend. Certainly day 2 will be a little bit more exciting from a competitive standpoint. We did get fastest man. Jalen Mbakwe, the Alabama signee, won that. He beat Ryan Williams. Cam Coleman was in there as well. So the fact that he was even participating at 6'3" versus a bunch of 5'10", 5'11" guys, I think again re-emphasizes how Auburn fans should be excited about their top 5.
That was a really close race too. Yeah, I mean, Jonathan Paylor was in there too. May have been the most explosive guy just in their drills, their one-on-one drills or the receiver drills over there earlier. It was really impressive to see what he's able to do as well. The quarterbacks, those are always a hot button issue. Not throwing against many defenders today, but the one quarterback that we thought stood out today was Dante Reno.
Yeah, the South Carolina signee was as consistent as it gets, accurate. He was on time, and that's really what you're looking for early in the week because, like you said, it's all installation, it's all brand new. So to have any chemistry with these guys who are, no disrespect, much better than their high school receivers, I think says a lot. And I thought Reno looked as comfortable or more comfortable than any other passer out there.
Yeah, I thought so too. In that short team session, his future teammate Dylan Stewart got in his face. He mentioned that, but other than that, it was a pretty solid session for Reno. DJ Lagway looked pretty good as well. Grunkmeyer and on the other field, Van Buren and Cedric Bailey still working their way through adjusting to speed of these receivers.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Obviously, a quarterback group always a little over-scrutinized, but they'll be able to open it up a little bit as the weekend rolls on.
The other receiver or position group that I wanted to hit on was the linebackers, specifically the Florida commits or Florida signees. Miles Graham and Aaron Childs playing next to each other during that short team session, and they could have had a Darius Hayes as well. He's on the same team, but those guys really stood out in the team session as well.
Yeah, Miles Graham, short, compact, but just explosive, just comfortable, knows where he needs to be. And then this is my first time seeing Aaron Childs live. All of 6'2", 230, but he carries 230 like he's 210, and moves that way as well. So the future of the UF inside linebacker core looks really good. So that fan base should be excited for that turnaround too.
Definitely. That defense will see an immediate impact from those guys.
No doubt.
That's all from day 1 at Under Armour practice. We'll be out here tomorrow for day 2. Hopefully a little bit more contact
and better weather.
Yeah.
Till then, see you next time.